Okay, hey YouTube. I wanted to stop in because I wanted to bring something to your attention and ask what your thoughts are on a topic that I recently found out about. First, to talk about my hair real quick. I've been deep conditioning it like for 3 days because I had put all that, I had flat ironed it and all that. But this is a stretched out wash and go with leave-in conditioner and Echo olive oil styling gel. I'll post a link on the side. It's actually one of my faves. It's a Anthony Dickey video, and he's basically just blow drying this girl's hair. But remember how I was telling you guys that since I started using the blow dryer, it seems to break my curls up more? Well, I watched Anthony Dickey do it, and the way he does it, it kind of dries it up. Divides the curls up even more. So I'll post the link to that so you guys can see it, and you can see what the technique is. But what's neat about it is, it has a lot of body, and it's very, what can I say? It's very separated and defined. Even my my tight kinky patch. So it's very stretched out, as you can see. Basically, he sits somebody under the dryer, dries their hair, and then he blow dries it. And this style is supposed to last like 2 or 3 days. So I thought, let me give it a go. I'll see how it looks tomorrow. If it looks really good, maybe I'll try to stretch it out through Monday and then do it again Monday night. I didn't sit myself under a dryer to dry my hair. I let it air dry, but then after that I stretched it out. And I think it looks okay. But anyway, so the topic for today is Hampton University, a historically black college. It came to my attention that in their dress code they included no locks and no braids. And then when the dean of the business administration department was interviewed, he said that extreme hairstyles are inappropriate in corporate America, and they're trying to groom their students to be presentable, basically, in corporate America. He also said that maybe you could get away with that in some more creative fields like advertising. However, in something that's really conservative like the military or banking, for instance, you wouldn't be able to get away with that. And he said that they don't have a problem with afros, that a nicely trimmed fro is fine. And it just made me think about, we've talked about it on YouTube, about this whole, concept of racism against us or discrimination against us about our hair. And I've mentioned it in several videos that I strongly believe that it's more us than anyone else doing it to ourselves. And this is just, it illustrates an example of that. And I'm curious to know what you guys think, if you think it's appropriate or if you don't. Morehouse recently added to their dress code, it's an all-men's school, that men can't wear heels or scarves or carry any type of bag, and that was specifically designed to target 5 transgender students who are there. So obviously there is a tolerance or a lack thereof issue with transgendered males who are at Morehouse, and unfortunately, there's some segments of our society that we are intolerant of. That's kind of a whole different topic, but it's just the idea that, hate just kind of runs deep. And even though I think that it could be a distraction, a man in heels or a man with a purse or something like that, I think that Morehouse would have been better suited to just come up, they're a private school, they can do anything they want. They could have just come up with a dress code that stated, you can only wear pants and a shirt, and it needs to be tucked in and belted, and you need to have on penny loafers. I mean, they could have come up with something without specifically gearing it towards their transgender community. But in any event, at Hampton, I just wonder what you guys think about people with locks and braids being told that they cannot wear their locks and braids if they attend the business administration part of the university. If that's what they plan on getting a degree in, they cannot wear that hairstyle. And I took offense to the dean calling locks and braids an extreme hairstyle. I also wondered what a nicely tapered fro meant, because what if someone wanted to wear their afro out to here? Would that not be acceptable? I think it's just unfortunate at a black university that we are perpetuating this indoctrination of our men and women in society of this whole concept of self-hate. Like, your hair's not okay, it's an extreme hairstyle. I consider extreme hairstyles things like having a bunch of ornamentation in your hair, or having a hairstyle that stands straight up to here, or having, a multicolored rainbow, or even having like a shocking pink or a shocking green hairstyle. That's extreme. But someone wearing braids, that can be beautiful. Someone wearing locks, that can be beautiful. And it can all be professional. And I think that it's sad in 2009 that a black university would be officially stating that it's an extreme hairstyle and that it's unacceptable in business. I think that just puts us, that much further back. It's kind of like that's what we, it goes against everything that we're here on YouTube trying to do. Not to mention the fact that their homecoming queen that they voted for this year ended up being an Italian. A lot of people had a problem with that. I'm not going to speak on that because, I don't know all the ins and outs of it. But nonetheless, Hampton is starting to look a little like they're just on something else. They're just on something else totally other than loving our black heritage and us as black people. And I'm curious to know what you guys think. All right. Peace. Ciao.